Ja, die Zeit. Sind wir. Ah, doch, Architectbox Vertigo. Ah, okay. Okay, schauen wir uns mal schnell das an. Alfred. Ja, machen wir gleich. Alfred Vertigo. Okay, verschafft an. Fischer Thriller. Jo, viel Spaß, Sinas. Deluxe Edition. Ingame-Filter. Brauche ich nicht, brauche ich nicht. Nicht. Ah, okay. Wunschliste. Oh, ist ein Manga sogar. Bis 30. Ist mit Deutsch? Okay, mit Deutsch. Passt. Oh, in den Warenkorb mit dir anzeigen. Das sind wir gleich löschen. Entfernen. Heißt das wird dann gekauft. Weil sah interessant aus. Ladespielstandarten. Ja, ich habe mal ein paar Minuten reingeschaut. Na, na, na. Spielstand neu. Löschen. Das habe ich mir damals gekauft, wollte ich mal spielen, aber da waren nicht alle Episoden draußen gewesen. Dadurch hat sie im Steam-Ordner in der Bibliothek rumgeschimmelt. Und ich habe es dann nie angefasst, wann er rauskam. Neues Spiel. Optionen, Sound. Ich habe mal alles auf 80 gemacht damals. Wenn es zu leise ist, einfach Bescheid sagen. Bla 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 bla. Passt. Konstante. Und neues Spiel. Frankreich. Okay. Oh.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Burchard!
Komm her, komm her.
Von Burchard! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Wir können uns auswählen, wie wir handeln wollen. Handeln oder vertrauen? Na komm. Immer der Mutter vertrauen.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Burchard.
Mal zuschlagen, bevor man weggeht. Sicher, sicher. Aber der auch so mit dem Messer so nicht mal richtig zugeschlagen. Ganz langsam hingegangen, so. No. Lord Mortimers Insel. Bei der englischen Insel. Oh! Respekt. Da kommt keiner dich besuchen. Hast deine Ruhe. Big Bad Wolf Studio.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Größer 1. Limit once. Yeah.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Ich suche meine Mutter. Geschäftsbeziehung. Ja, persönlich.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Ja. Aber ich suche eher meine Mutter. Und dann bin ich eigentlich nur hier weg.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Kopfschmerzen des Todes. Schönes Korsett. Ooh.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
Yeah.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Die sieht nicht gerade gesund aus.
Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Entweder kann er die Zukunft sehen oder die Vergangenheit.
Really? Are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Glaube ich nicht wirklich.
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Kann der wenigstens laufen? Nein, kann auch nicht. Wobei, vielleicht wenn wir oben sind, kann er vielleicht einen Arsch bewegen. Aber die Rückblenden von ihm sind auch optimal für seine Gesundheit. Wie war das denn? Optionen, fortfahren, Menü, nein. Warte, ich kann was machen.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Wähle deine Klasse. Diplomat. Diplomat hat seine Stärken in gesellschaftlichen Dingen. Als basierter Redekünstler umschifft er der Konservationsgebiet und kann seine Gesprächspartner nach Belieben überreden, ohne sie vor den Kopf zu stoßen. Sein liebstes Feld ist der Politik. Okkultist. Der Okkultist ist der Meister der Täuschung. Überzeugt davon, wie bedeutend Wissen ist. Hat er sich umfassende Fachkompetenz in allen Dingen angeeignet, die Wissenschaft und Kunst betreffen. Es macht ihm nichts aus, eine Person auszunutzen, um seine eigenen Ziele zu erreichen. von Detektiv Ebesinas. Detektiv glänzt bei Nachforschungen. Er ist geübt darin, selbst das kleinste Detail in seiner Umgebung bei den Personen, die er befragt, zu entdecken. Als zupackender Typ hatte keine Scheu davor, die Dinge direkt anzugehen. Ich bin mit der Auswahl deiner Klasse legst du deine Hauptfähigkeit fest. Die anderen Fähigkeiten stehen dir zweifellos zur Verfügung, aber um sie zu erlangen, musst du Fertigkeitspunkte investieren. Jo. Sicher Diplomat oder Detektiv? Boah. Diplomat, Politik, Etikette, Sprachen, Überzeugung, Ablenkung. Detektiv ist Befragung, Aufmerksamkeit, Psychologie, Gewandtheit, Logik. Detektiv oder Diplomat? Okkultist? Na. Manipulation, Okkultismus, Belesenheit, Wissenschaft, Heimlichkeit. Unter Diplo oder Detektiv? Da wir Detektiv gespielt haben, gehen wir Detektiv. Und 3 Punkte verfügbar. Detektiv schaltet. Wir können auswählen, was die folgende Fähigkeit frei. Befragung, ja. Du verfügst über 7 Konzentrationspunkte für deine Fähigkeit. Aufgrund deiner Vergangenheit ist ein Punkt in Manipulation und Psychologie. Wird nicht beherrscht. Manipulation. 3 Punkte für die nächste Stufe. Schaltet die Dialogoptionen und Aktionen frei. Was ist das hier? Ganze Dinge und seltsame Elemente nicht. Etikette. Ne, lassen wir es. 3 Punkte. Du kannst deine logisches, Geistes- und sprachliche Messkraft einsetzen. Okay. 1 Punkt in Logik. Du kannst deinen Körper in einer Koordination gegen deine Umgebung einsetzen, manchmal gegen andere Menschen. Aufmerksamkeit. 3 Punkte für nächstes. Was ist oben? Dir fällt alles merkwürdig am Falten. So, 0. Das heißt, ich muss dann hier 3 Punkte einsetzen für die nächste Stufe. Und hier für beschädigen.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Ne. Mein Gedächtnis ist auch nicht mehr das Beste.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Irgendwas muss vor 4 Jahren gewesen sein. Eine Fähigkeit erlauben dir, versteckte Details zu entdecken. Wählen dir am besten zur aktuellen Situation passende Stelle aus, um versteckte Details zu offenbaren. Die Hinweissuche werden keine Konzentrationspunkte fällig. Du musst lediglich die passende Fähigkeit besitzen, um zu entsprechender Hinweissuche zu gelangen.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Immunität erkannt, Schwäche erkannt. Jede Person, die du auf den du triffst, hat ihre eigene Persönlichkeit, wodurch sie gegenüber anderen Fähigkeiten anfällig sind. Anderen gegenüber hingegen immun bleibt. Um dein Ziel zu erreichen, musst du die Persönlichkeit deiner Konversationspartner kennen. Wenn eine Fähigkeit einsetzt, gegen die eine Immunität vorliegt, wirst du keinen Erfolg haben und zugleich in den Zustand erschöpft geraten. Nutzt hingegen eine Schwäche mit der entsprechenden Fähigkeit aus. Da ist ein Konzentrationspunkt. Immunität und Schwächen kannst du im Bereich Notizenbuch. Mach das Menü.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talente erhältst du, indem du bestimmte Aktionen durchführst. Sieh dir die Bedingungen und Projekte der einzelnen einmal genauer an, denn die stellen interessante Verbesserungen dar. Okay. So. Oh. Hey, ich wollte mir das
Must be an
blauen.
incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Blau, blau, blau. So. Ich will in den Menü gehen. Oder klappt mit den Controller nicht. Einmal kurz Controller tauschen. Ja, ich weiß. Ja, das ist auch nicht. Ah, bei dem geht's, bei dem anderen nicht. Charakter, Talente. So, jetzt. Ui, viele Talente. Mal selektiv. Die Anzahl der Optionen, bei denen geteilt wird. Ich brauche Befragung, Aufmerksamkeit und Psychologie. Ah, das war. Ja. Kann ich mal schlecht. Kannst dir aussuchen, was du haben willst und dann die Level. Inspektor, Befragung, Aufmerksamkeit. Und jetzt sag ich mal. Manchmal schlecht. Ja, gewisse Eigenschaften. Charismatisch. Bla. Charismatisch. Reparation ein Punkt. In Psychologie. Und Detektiv. Oh, im Inventar. Das Buch. In Psychologie. Was haben wir hier? Das Taschentuch von ihr. Und Einladung von Marquis von Wäscher. Leiter Monsieur der Regie. Ich schreibe Ihnen, um eine Verlegenheit bezüglich der Situation auszudrücken, in der ich mich befinde. Wie Sie vielleicht wissen, hatte ich Ihre Mutter, Sarah der Regie, vor einigen Wochen auf meine Insel eingeladen. Wir arbeiten an den gemeinsamen Projekten, die mit den Orten zu tun haben. Ihr Aufenthalt hier verlief ohne besondere Vorkommnisse, bis sie gestern plötzlich verschwand. Ich will Sie nicht in Sorge stürzen, aber ich bitte Sie, so schnell wie möglich hierher zu kommen, damit wir Licht in die Sache bringen können. Ja, passiert nichts, aber komm so schnell zurück. Gerald, stell 2 Konzentrationspunkte her. Du kannst nicht mehr als 5 bei ihr tragen. Oh.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Es gibt Items, was wir sammeln können. Wupp. Okay. Nicht alle Sachen kann ich öffnen. Da geht's hoch. Okay.
Good
Hey!
evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Mach
Monsieur
den
de
anderen
Richet,
wegnehmen.
delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Ja, weiß
What
lieber.
can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Fertigkeiten ermöglichen dir unter Einsatz von Konzentrationspunkten einzigartige Entscheidungen und Aktionen. Je höher aber die Stufe der Fertigkeiten ist, desto niedriger fallen die Kosten aus. Ja, ist eh klar. Und, was gefunden?
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Okay, die zwei kann ich nicht nehmen. Aber das hier.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course,
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this
Ich kann
wharf?
laufen! Ich kann laufen!
Wooden floorboard.
Aber kaputt. Ja,
Probably comes
untersuchen.
from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
Okay, das haben wir schon. Okay, gibt's nichts mehr Neues. Oh, so ein Spaß ist schon geil. Ah, komm nicht durch, oder? Ja. Ich möchte einen Schlüssel.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Oh. Ich kann nicht Schloss knacken. Schwierigkeit, Heimlichkeit und nicht erlangt. Schwierigkeit 3. Ist. Das heißt. Charakter. Heimlichkeit, Heimlichkeit. Wo bist du? muss das freischalten und das haben. Mist. Auch Schloss knacken. In jedem Game ist Schloss knacken wichtig. Lauf! Lauf! Aber ansonsten... Es gibt neue Sachen zum Lesen, also zum Anklicken.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Ja, nehmen wir mit.
This might just come in handy.
Alles mitnehmen, was man mitnehmen kann. Okay, das haben wir.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Okay.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Ja, vielleicht können wir mit der Eisenstange das Schloss knacken. Mal schauen.
Great. Honey.
Wieder Gelee. Aber noch 2 Stück, dann kann ich nichts mehr aufheben.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Okay, da haben wir nichts mehr. Oh,
Let's see what's hidden inside.
erstmal Brief lesen.
Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother.
3
But
kosten.
who is this Samuel Ritter
Punkte.
Dauchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Politik. Es ist halt so. Am Anfang kannst du
I'm
nicht
a
alles
Japanese
haben.
man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Den Brief kann man bestimmt später nochmal lesen, dann, wenn wir das haben. Gucken wir mal mit der Eisenstange. Können wir was machen jetzt mit dem Schloss? Okay.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Mach ihn auf. So. Klappt's jetzt? Eisenstange. Sag ich doch.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Okay, klappt nicht. Oh, geht auch.
There we are.
Also kein Schloss schnacken. Traurig. Bernsteinstücke. Bachstein Bernstein gefunden. Werden für 4 Stücke. Tagtechnik aus einem Punkt. Okay.
Amber.
Also wie bei Zelda, die ganzen Dinger. Sammelt 4 Herzstücke für ein neues
This
Leben.
wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Okay, ich habe eine Wissenschaft.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Gelee. Ah, nach unten drücken, 2. Okay.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Ansonsten ist glaube ich nichts gewesen hier. Ne, hab alles. Und jetzt gehen wir endlich mal nach oben. Wir haben ja alles hier unten durchsucht.
Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Dann Zeit. Das heißt, später erst. Auf geht's, Treppen steigen. Schickes Häuschen.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Mit viel Geld und viele Arbeiter. Und eine riesen Tür. Alter. Zeus. Normalerweise. Ja.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Vielleicht wäre noch möglich, Kombination. Während deiner Kombination musst du durch mehrere Phasen gehen und dabei so überzeugend wie möglich sein. Oder bleiben. Kombinationen wirken sich auf den Verlauf der Geschichte aus. Daher solltest du bei Bedarf auch deine Fertigkeiten aussetzen. Bei jeder Kombination wird grafisch angezeigt, zähle die Person, mit der du Reis überzeugen konntest. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Vergiss es. Her mit dem Brief. Ja, das ist bestimmt freundlich mit dem Gesonser. Ey, Alter, gib mir den Brief, sonst schlage ich zusammen.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
Auf der Hand.
That
Ach so.
is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly.
Das ist, glaube
You
ich,
said
nicht
you work
normal.
together. What do you do exactly?
Okay, die kann ich nicht. Ich glaube nicht, dass so ein Tattoo auf der Handfläche was Normales ist für einen Kardinal. Irgendwas hat sie hier vor.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit!
Ja,
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
drei. Komm, Mama.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Ich schwöre. In der ersten Phase deiner Kooperation musst du die Person mit der du redest überzeugen, indem du die passenden Dialogoptionen auswählst. Wenn du dich falsch entscheidest, wird die Phase so lange wiederholt, bis du die richtige Option wählst. Keine Fehler mehr möglich sind. Also, andere Möglichkeiten für Dumme. So lange auswählen, bis du die richtige genommen hast. Okay, die unteren zwei kann ich nicht. Okay, kein Problem. Nein, danke, nein.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Denice.
Verlässlich.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Verborgene Elemente. Hinweise und Gegenstände sind nicht sofort ersichtlich. Manche von ihnen wirken sich auf ein Abenteuer aus. Deswegen solltest du stets die Augen offen halten. Also, erstmal umschauen. Na?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Wie bekommen wir die Tür auf, frage ich mich. Okay, da geht's raus. Okay, da geht's nicht. Wie zum Geil bekommen wir die Tür auf? Ah, es gibt noch wegen meiner Person noch einen kleinen Text. Wie Schwäche, Befragung, noch unbekannt. Immunität, Logik, okay. Das ist ein Punkt Manipulation. Ja, noch ein Ding, dann kann ich. Ich muss das hier noch aktivieren. Okay. 111. Was haben wir hier? Punkte. Ah! Psychologie. Befragung. Ich muss sagen, mir gefällt es ganz gut bis jetzt das Spiel. Die Befragungen sind interessant.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Und was sagt ihr so zum Spiel? Ist interessant oder nicht so sehr? Erdsteinchen versetzt dich in den Zustand sensibilisiert. Lukas vorübergehend die Immunitäten und Schwächen erkennen, die sich auf einen Dialog auswirken. Lukas nicht mehr als 5 tragen. Ja, wie es aussieht, kann immer nur 5 tragen.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Ich frage mich, wie lange so ein Bild gedauert hat, das zu malen. So ein Riesenbild. Respekt. Guck mal hier.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Okay, dann war ich durch. Ich will nicht hochgehen. Weil irgendwie solche Spiele
Saturn
gefallen
devouring the
mir.
sun. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Ja, wir sind sozusagen noch am Anfang. Hier mal,
Crucifixion of St. Peter.
je
He
weiter
was
man
crucified
spielt,
upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
ich denke mal, je weiter man spielt und mehrere so Sachen freischaltet, mit Dialogen und so weiter, denke mal schon, dass man mehr.
I've just arrived.
Okay.
It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
Das ist
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Ich kann nicht. Oh. Nimm gleich das ganze Buch mit. Oh Mann. Mit Manuskripten kannst du dich während des Abenteuers weiterbilden. Zu Beginn des Kapitels steckst du fest, welches Manuskript du lesen willst. Du hast dafür permanente Fähigkeitspunkte. Geil. War das? Aber der ist auch geil so. Ja, kannst lesen? Nein, nimm das Buch mit. Ein Punkt der Überzeugung. Überzeugung. Ja, bestimmt erst wenn ich das Kapitel fertig habe, kann ich das Buch sozusagen nehmen und hier reinstecken. Okay. Das ist so. Buch lesen? Nein, geht nicht.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
Another big.
Horace de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Wie beim Brief, über meine Mutter.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Nee, das nicht.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Dann geht's zum rechten Ort.
Good
Hier.
evening, my friend.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has
Yeah.
delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Bei Washington. Der geht's zum rechten Orten.
Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
Sagt
If
der
I can
Richtige.
help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Ja. Lord Mortimer.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Letztes Mal gesehen.
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Okay, das habe ich noch nicht.
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Ich glaube, wie er sie verlassen hat.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America.
Okay.
In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Da war ein kleiner
Don't
Soundbug.
worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Na, zum Geier.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
Okay. Und?
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Nein.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holm doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Hey, ich will mich weiter umsehen. Da war noch da. Blaue Striche, Punkte.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh, man. It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
Noch nirgendwo. Wir schauen uns erstmal um. Kann ich zurück? Ah. Wir schauen uns erstmal um. Nein. No. Oh.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
What the? Bonaparte ist hier.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Ne, der Name sagt mir nichts. Der Name sagt mir nichts. Ich habe zwar Geschichte geliebt oder immer noch Geschichte, aber der Name.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Oh, wieder mit Buch mitgenommen. Gottelixier. Gottelixier hebt eine negative Effekte auf die Lasten. Das 5 beitragen. Okay.
Decorum Guide.
Noch hoch. Wieder alles klaut, was nicht im Lagerfest heißt. Glaubt, junger Mann, du bist ein Part im Spiel.
Devil's Thorn. Monsieur Johann van Boulner.
Das sind bestimmt Namen, die man kennen sollte, aber. Ja. Oh. Ah, wir haben eine Münze.
Pound.
Hier haben wir schon 2 Münzen. Ja. Da geht's nicht rein. Am Ende des Weges.
A cash.
Ach, wieder. Das wird lustig, wenn ich wieder alles einsammeln will. Okay. Wenn was blinkt. Oh.
A cash.
Wieder Münze.
President George Washington.
Hier ist George. Ich hab dich gesehen.
This is Thursday.
Ist es mein Zimmer? Nein. Ah, noch mein Gelee. Okay. Das brauche ich. Ah.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Hey.
Huh, that's me.
It's me, Mario. Aber erstmal noch weiter am Schrank. Das müsste die Herzogin sein.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ah, das ist der Typ. Brief. Ah, Von hier kamen wir. Okay. Will was sehen. Notizen. Etikette. Überzeugung. Ah, 3 Stück. Dann bekommen wir Wissenschaftssprache. Bracelet. Ja. Ah, man muss alles nehmen, dann bekommt man 10% mehr Erfahrung. Bücher oben. Aber gibt es irgendwo? So, hier. Sammler. Nee. Ich dachte hier wegen den Münzen. Aber du sammelst halt die Münzen. Ich dachte, irgendwo kann man die sehen. Aber ne, wie sah es nicht. Komisch. So, ne. Falsche Seite. Wir sind ganz hinten. Auf ins Bett. Oder besser gesagt, den Brief
Right.
lesen.
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Heimlichkeit. Später. Oder? Kann ich es?
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Vielleicht kann ich... Oh.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Aber diesmal...
Saint Francis
Nicht
of
ganz
Assisi
abgegessen.
in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Vielleicht umgekehrt. Die Kopie ist in Rom und das Original. Ja, dann haben wir. Hier unten. Okay, 8 Münzen habe ich schon gesammelt. Ich weiß nicht, was wir damit anfangen können. Aber wir sammeln alles ein, was da ist. Da geht's raus.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Schlossflacken. Ja. Also brauche ich unbedingt Schlossflacken. Wow. Sieht schon schick aus hier. Schick. Okay, da komme ich nicht durch. Sonnebude. Karmelitengeist. Weil er sich in den Zustand fokussiert. Lässt der Träger, das kostet dich nichts. Nicht mehr als 5 tragen. Nicht mehr als 5. Okay. Warte mal hier hinten. Oh. Münze. Noch eine Münze. Ich liebe. So. Wieso gehst du ins Bett? Ich wollte mich noch umsehen. Aber das Brett ist schon riesengroß für eine Person. Oh. Ich habe das Buch am Anleger nicht genommen. Oder war kein Buch gewesen. Ich habe am Anleger nicht alle Hinweise auf meine Mutter gefunden. Okay. Wird es vor allem im kleinen Salon wird eine weitere Begegnung haben können. Erfolg, okay, okay. Ich hätte schwören können, ich habe außerdem noch was steht. Vielleicht wegen dem Brief, weil ich mich nicht erinnert habe. Nur schon für 2. Von den Gegenständen 1000 neue Charaktere. 4 Punkte. Warte mal. Nämlichkeit. Na, Schlussspruch war hier gewesen. Achso, ich brauche 3 Stufen, um mit hier weiter Sprachen. Die Stufe 1, Sprache ist 5 Punkte für die nächste Stufe. 1, 2, 3. Ich muss nehmen Schlossnacken. Ich muss es nehmen. Befragung. Lesen, Wissenschaft. Sprachen. Alles ist geil. Ich glaube, ich muss ein paar Punkte auswählen, wo ich hingehe. Ich glaube, Befragung gehe ich. Psychologie. Logik. Aufmerksamkeit ist auch geil. Wichtige Details. Gewandtheit. Naja, ich weiß nicht. Manipulation, Verlesenheit, Wissenschaft. Ja, auswählen. Hier kannst du festlegen, was du, wenn du das Abenteuer schließt. Fähigkeitspunkt, ja. Hammer. Okay, das haben wir noch nicht. Etikette, Überzeugung, Psychologie. Psychologie. Nee, Mama. Du kannst immer nur 1 auswählen. Dann haben wir 2. Dann haben wir noch 2 Punkte für die nächste Stufe. Aber ich dachte, Kapitel 1 dauert schneller. Und ich habe nur 3 Punkte dazu gewonnen.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Aber die Fähigkeit von dem ist auch nicht so. Auch nicht schlecht. George Washington.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Oh, also das kommt dann wohl als Nebeneffekt, wenn man sowas träumt. So Nasenblut.
I'm coming.
Das kann man jetzt so und so verstehen. Ja, ja.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can.
Okay. Was im Schlüssel? Ja, ich komm. Hältst mich nicht. Wie immer diese Hetzbacke hier.
Inferno by Dante.
Ach so.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Ne.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Ja.
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least, I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Ich bin mehr helfen.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Aber was ich auch so geil finde,
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
dass nach jeder Episode dir angezeigt ist, was du erfolgreich gemacht hast, wo du verkackt hast und was du anders machen könntest, machen können.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ist ganz cool gemacht. Kann ich schon sagen? Ja. Im Salon. Aber erstmal, das habe ich. Genau. Achso, also stehen, sitzen. Mensch. Kleiner Salon, ich komme. Okay, falsche Richtung. Nicht stellen können, das wäre. Oh! Hey, nichts lauschen.
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Mach doch selber. Warte mich. Okay, Mama.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Who do you think you are?
Es gibt mehr als einen Weg, um ein Ziel zu erreichen. Dementsprechend kann es sinnvoll sein, nicht sofort den nächsten Weg zu nehmen, die sich zeigt, sondern weiter zu suchen.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Nee. Ich kann nicht. Komm.
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Hineinschüchtern.
That's the spirit. But it won't be enough. Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Impf. 3 Punkte.
Women, right? They really do drive us crazy sometimes. I totally understand.
Yeah, and every time they open their mouths, it makes you want to slap them. I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move, we're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Außerpassung. Jemand nicht aus der Fassung gebracht. Der Einsatz von Fähigkeiten kostet dich mehr Konzentrationspunkte als normal. Nehmen Goldelixier, um dich zu... Nein. Hey! Manipulation.
Think about it. You know your head will roll tomorrow if you shoot.
Wanna bet?
Sure do.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon. You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
Sag mal noch. Luft auftreiben. Puh. Vermeide es von Jacques Peru bestand zu werden.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing. Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Einstecken. So. Medaillon. Was auf die scharf liebste Schwester. Okay. Gentleman, H9 bekommen. Kann ich noch nicht. Ah, mal 2. 2 Punkte Psychologie. Ah, deswegen. 11 Punkte schon für Stufe 3. Aber es ist cool, wie sich die Farbe verändert, wenn du aufsteigst. Von dunkel bis zur Stufe 1 erreichst. Dann ist ein bisschen schwarz, dann blau mit goldener Karte. Was ist noch? Oh, Münze. Ich glaube, das Spiel wird die Woche noch fertig gespielt. Weil es soll nicht lange dauern, das Spiel.
Great. Honey. A ruble. There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Das knacken.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Ah, wir haben 2 von 3. Ich glaube, wir haben alles mitgenommen. Wobei, in einem Zimmer oben gibt es noch einen Schrank, Ding zum Schlossknacken. Weil die Kapitel sollen meistens nur so um die 2 Stunden gehen. 2, 2,5. Und insgesamt gibt es 6. Also, wenn man so nimmt, 2 Streams insgesamt, dann ist das Spiel auch vorbei. Und dann ist ja schon Oktober. Dann fangen wir die anderen Spiele an.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes. I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
Ist nicht glücklich darüber. Ja, was soll ich machen? Ladies first. Ins Bett, ja, aber erstmal Schloss knacken. Weil da war es im Zimmer gewesen.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do. Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louis. Now, give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Schauen, was es gebracht hat. Hm. Etikette. Etikette. Ah, so kann man auch die Dinger farmen. Wenn du das die richtig stellst, auch ohne Punkte reinzusetzen, können die auch so auf Stufe 1, 2 und so weiter aufsteigen. So.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Ich will in mein Zimmer.
Louis,
Oh.
you're straying from your objective.
War ich soweit?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Mein Zimmer ist dort.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Bin ich soweit, oder? Oh, soweit. Sorry. Das wäre ganz hinten gewesen.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Wie kann man dem Bild schlafen? Da kriegt man Albträume. Ja, was soll ich machen? Ich habe einiges verpasst. Ich hätte mit dieser Menschen über meine Mutter sprechen können, und mehr über die Männer. Ah, ich sehe noch Episode 1. Okay. Das ist immer noch Episode 1. Warte schon. Was nehmen wir? Das ist Befragung, das ist 5 Punkte. Warte mal hier. Drei Punkte mit Aufmerksamkeit. Hier sind 11 Punkte. Nein. Noch ein Punkt in Befragung. Ah, das macht jemand 3 Punkte, wenn man schläft. Wird wieder aufgefüllt.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Ah, ich kann nochmal das Stück wählen. Bild 2 von 3. Überzeugung. Etikette. Andi. Bevor wir das machen, eher was mit Schloss knacken.
Golden Elixir.
Oh. Okay, mehr habe ich jetzt nicht da. Ah, das haben wir schon gehabt. Wow, 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 wow.
Look. Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Das ist mal da hinten. Bevor ich jetzt irgendwas. Bei meinem Glück hätte ich
Nothing.
Bei meinem Glück, das erste, was gedrückt hätte, wäre gewesen. Ja, dann geht's weiter.
Writing material.
Okay, gut.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Okay, aber was für ein Schlüssel?
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me,
Nehmen
but
Sie,
I
ich
am
kann
unable to
nicht
join
den
you
Schlüssel
at
seine
present.
Versicherheit, stellen Sie mir gleich zu
However,
klären,
rest
bla
assured
bla
that we
bla.
are doing all we can
Dabei finden Sie
to
den Schlüssel
resolve the case that concerns us.
William
By the
Mortimer.
way,
Ja, nehmen den Schlüssel mit. Bett. Das haben wir schon. Da geht's raus.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Ah, das Schlüssel mitgenommen. Was knacken. Ah, Zitrone. Oder?
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richet to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Unsichtbare Tinte.
I've retrieved everything.
Ein, 3 Stück, 2 Stück. Ah, das haben wir schon.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Okay.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something.
Zitrone?
Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Feuer? Nehmen die Lampe.
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Was bist du für eine Pfeife? Ja, ich weiß, Feuer. Aber gehen wir nochmal ganz kurz nach draußen. Marco. Da ist schnell was Neues draußen. Ich glaube zwar nicht daran. Oh. Und wie man sehen kann, er ist ganz voll im Innern. Kein Herz, kein gar nichts. Keine Organe. Okay. Alles schnabuliert. Wow, 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 wow. Ah. Mehr Punkte. Nehmen wir mit. Muss ich das benutzen oder kann ich das ohne? Tasche, Ding. Oh, da muss ich jetzt Tasche, Sonne. Werden wir gleich sehen.
That wasn't it. Not to mention I covered half the page with lemon juice. Great. Louis. Lemon's used to write secret messages, not to reveal them. I'll have to try something else.
Tasche.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. It might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Da muss ich doch gleich das Ding lesen. So. Okay, das kann ich. Ja, ich weiß es. Aber die Pfeife hier weiß es nicht. Ich weiß es.
Nothing.
Ja,
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
der Trick würde heute auch noch funktionieren. Mit der unsichtbaren Schrift.
Permalite water will give me a little reprieve.
I mean, jetzt haben wir Tinte.
Well, so it wasn't that, and I've just stained half the page. Ink is always used to write a message, never to reveal one. I must find something else.
Du bist ein Depp. Mehr ist hier eigentlich nicht dabei. Ah,
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. Saint Jerome and the Angels. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Weil ich hier noch was mache, aber
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
ja.
This room looks unoccupied.
Dann geh rein. Nichts machen, da kann ich nichts machen.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Keine Ahnung. Der ist zu doof, um Feuer zu nehmen.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Hinterfragen. Ne, aufgegraut. Kann ich nichts machen. Aber was anderes? Habe ich zum... Dann das ist nicht. Das habe ich auch gemacht.
The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Ah, na. Seriously. Kerze nehmen. Wie habe ich das übersehen?
I
Okay.
think I've searched everywhere. Maybe I should try it out on the book.
Wo zum Geier hast du die Kerze hingetan? Hm. Ah,
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable.
Ah.
I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I'd better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Das heißt, ich hab's verkackt. Eigenschaft. Was habe ich davon? Okkultismus. So, hier. Okkultismus hier. Den zweiten. Noch einen Punkt, dann habe ich das auf Etikette. Etikette. Also Komplimente und versteckte Beleidigungen. Hätte ich es vielleicht komplett lesen können, hätte ich es nicht verkackt. Okay. Es ist blind. Shit happens. Shit happens.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Nein, da komme ich nicht durch. Komme ich nicht durch. Komme ich nicht durch. Oh! Ah. Georgie.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Ja, da habe ich Pech gehabt. Von hier komme ich, okay. Hier komme ich, dann nach rechts. Hier soll
That's
alles...
the door to Elizabeth's room.
Ah, okay, einfach rein, ohne zu klopfen.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
What the fuck? Jo, klar. Was ist denn hier los?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise
we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Okay. What the? Das ist so, dann so, machst die Tür auf, siehst du was, denkst du nur, ich gehe mal wieder raus aus dem Thema. Knacken?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Ah. Einmal aufmachen. Ah. Und ein Stein, oder was mal das ist. Und ein Brief.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Okay, für später. Noch Okkultismus. Okay. Am nächsten Level up Okkultismus mitnehmen. Schwere Sprache.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Verzerren. Okay.
Well,
Was passiert?
let's see what it tastes like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
Herrschaft. Du hast gerade eine Immunität festgestellt. Irgendwas als Punkt kann nicht mehr verwendet werden. Nee, ich hab schon... Okay, das war das Falsche.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Nee. Gelee Royal. Okay. Wie kann man so im Zimmer schlafen?
November 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Jo, habe ich, danke. Hier ist Talisman.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Ja, die haben nur... Okay, das andere ist unten, oder? Nein, auch nicht.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Vielleicht haben die Abigail hergeschickt, weil irgendwas mit ihr war. Wurde operiert oder...
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Elisabeth. Elisabeth, wo bist denn du? Washington, Dina, der ist Adams, der ist Shea. Ah, jetzt von 4. Aber fehlt noch einiges. Das heißt, beim nächsten Mal das nehmen und dann haben wir das voll. Ah, wahrscheinlich Ausgangspunkte. Das war bestimmt. Okkultismus muss ich beim nächsten Mal nehmen, damit ich das benutzen kann.
A cache.
Ja, ich glaube. Bin fertig. Und wir haben kein Spiegelbild. Das heißt, wir sind Vampir.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Und raus mit uns. Hey, das Zimmer war, ja, verstörend. Da geht's runter. Und hier wir hier.
Monsieur Johann van Wulner.
Okay. Da kann man nicht rein. Kann man nicht rein. Ah, stimmt, das Mal sind wir hier nicht hochgegangen. Okay. Ich komme nicht mal hoch. Ja. Das Zimmer will ich nicht gerne nochmal sehen. Wobei, einmal muss ich glaube ich noch mal reingehen, wegen der Wissenschaft. Wir wissen, was die Kugeln sind. Was ich verzerrt habe. Nö.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Wunderbar. Mitnehmen.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Der Prinz ist nicht Fürst. Etwas Übersetzungsfehler. Ich frage mich, komme nicht auf die Idee, wenn er die Bücher mitnimmt, dass jemand merkt so, die Bücher sind weg.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Bonaparte.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Ja, zu Bonaparte. Sein berühmter Hut. Oh.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Bonaparte, wo bist du? Immunität, Überzeugung, Politik. Also, damit kann ich ihn nicht überraschen. Also müssen wir noch die Schwäche von dem rausfinden. Ich frage mich wirklich, was ich mit den Münzen machen kann. Ah, Vortex hier ist voll. Okay, den Brief gehen wir gleich an. Komme ich raus? Nein. Oh, ich habe einen neuen
A fragment of amber.
Danke. So, da ist nichts mehr. Ah, hier haben die ja Schach gespielt.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Ah, der will bestimmt... das ist voll. Bringt mir nichts. Okay, hier haben wir alles. Ja, der Hut. Oh, war nicht alles. Was er wollte. Vielleicht kommt jemand klar, was ich mit den Münzen machen kann. Ich will schon gerne wissen, was ich damit machen kann. Kann ich was kaufen damit? Kann ich irgendwas eintauschen?
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Ah. Die Treppe hier. Oh.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Das ist vielleicht ein anderer. Ooh.
And next you're going to tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Elizabeth, confiding in me might ease your burden. Let me relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think that by confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back, or let me sleep at night? Look, You don't seem like a bad person. And I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Schwester?
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Jacques Pedal. Also, wären wir im Zimmer gewesen, hätten wir ja nicht erfahren von ihrer Schwester, dass sie sozusagen als einzige noch lebt im Unterland. Das ist der kleine Sammler. Da gehen wir nicht rein. Da ist kein Arsch. Auf zum Salon. Was wird noch passieren? Die berühmten letzten Worte. Hey, lass mich umschauen.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the
Ein
life
falscher
is not
Schritt
too
und du
short.
bist tot.
Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge.
No.
Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear.
Volmer and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And
Also
your
bin ich
husband?
He's
nutzlos.
poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I should feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine.
sieht man,
It is
wenn man die
yours.
Sachen nicht
In his
versteht hat,
absence, I have taken the liberty of making
hat
a
man nichts zu
slight
sagen.
deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Macht die Oberweite.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Oh, monsieur. You must be joking.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Who does not know of her, sir?
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
That's right. Sire, wonderful.
Vermutung.
Lord Mortimer has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture.
Nothing strange about that.
And the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
This information is important. Thank you, Louis.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Okay. Oh. Geh nicht zu nah dran.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Where did you find it? Speak for yourself, sir.
My friend,
muss ich nicht mehr. Komm.
Absolutely. 50,000 louis d'or in hard cash.
The offer I'm talking about was for only 20,000 louis d'or, Monsieur de Richet. The truth is, you really have no idea about our agreement.
Nah.
So, you're wasting my time. I need to work with people I can have confidence in, sir.
The exact numbers may have escaped me. I suggest you wait for my mother's return in order to manage such details.
I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Einen starken Führer an die Macht. Ja.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Ja, Patches kann ein Arsch sein. In
My friends,
Dark
I would
Souls.
like to say a few words,
In
please.
jedem Teil von Dark
I would
Souls.
like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
Das hört.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Das hört. Ja, das stimmt. Patches würde sagen, ein Running Gag in den Dark Souls Games. Habe ich einen Teil beschmutzt? Ja, das Buch. Das Buch war... Habe ich verkackt. Ja... Ich habe irgendwie die Kerze nicht gesehen. Ich habe die Kerze nicht gesehen. 2,9. 2 Levels hochgestiegen. 8 Punkte. So. Überzeugung. Einmal. Okay. Okkultismus. Einmal. Okay. Gut, Punkte fehlen mir noch. So, einmal. 4 Punkte. Logik. Etikette kriegen wir 1. Überzeugung. Politik. Okay. Noch ein Punkt nach meiner Logik.
All right, let's recap. Before dinner,
I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Was? Etikette? Genau. Was andere? Überzeugung, Manipulation, Politik. Ne. Auch das. Ups. Und dann habe ich, oder? Da. Ja, Gruppe 1. Das haben wir 5 von 5. Überzeugung. 10% mehr Erfahrung. 0%. Hier. Gewandtheit, Aufmerksamkeit. Manchmal schlecht. Aufmerksamkeit. Wir fragen. Wo ist Aufmerksamkeit? Tick. Ach, hier. Ich muss Wissenschaft auch machen für die Kerzen, für die Tabletten oder was immer das sind. Okay. Oh, ich kann was machen. Was sagen wir so? Sieht schon geil aus, so einen Überblick zu haben. Aber ist nicht schwindelfrei. Kann sehr schnell passieren. Muerte.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Vielleicht weiß man, dass er einfach kein Geld mehr gab für Geländer. Vielleicht ist er pleite gegangen.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, Louis, but continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
If I said to you, where all eyes size you up, would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis, but it makes me think of the portrait gallery.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery. You'll see it, Louis. When you get there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Okay, also hier durch und dann, okay. Oh. Mitnehmen.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Knacken. Ah, meins. Was ist da drin?
I have no space left.
Jawohl, stell die. Okay.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Das, was ich dann wollte. Ich hab die Gelee voll.
Amber crystals.
Noch eins. Bernstein. Bester Stein. Schlüssel mit dem geholten. Ich hätte den Schlüssel für den Schloss haben können. Okay. Ja, Shit Heavens. Was? Okay. Und dann eine Frage. Wo hat zum Garte die Schmetterlinge her?
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Okay, da geht's auch raus, aber... Ich denke mal, wenn ich da rausgehe, kann ich mit den anderen sprechen. Wenn nicht... Ich kann immer noch zurückgehen.
The only person sizing me up here is that monumental Zeus. It can't be here.
Okay, die sind alle weg. Ich dachte, ich kann noch mit den anderen sprechen. Aber ist nur der Kardinal da? Alles da in der Bibliothek. Ich komme. Tschüss. Alter. Respekt. Und runter. Eieiei. Da kann man schnell... Okay, voll. Ja. So, gib mir das. Der sagt, lauf geradeaus und...
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Oh, habe ich die 3? Oh, ich hab. Das heißt, eine Wissenschaft, Sprache und Belesen. Hup, hup. Eine Wissenschaft. Das hört nicht. Ich musste dann annehmen bei dem nächsten Kapitel. Okay. Ich wollte schon sagen. Jesus. Ne, gut, der Mortimer muss
Where all
viel Geld
eyes
haben.
size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she
Right.
also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Alter. Aber die Musik gefällt mir. Ich sah bestimmt nicht jedem den Geschmack, seinen Geschmack. So. Aber mal eine Runde so klassische Musik. Okay, das nur hinsetzen. Jesus. Mit zum Gott hat das hier reinbekommen. Voll. Voll.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Lecker.
Amber crystals.
Noch eins. Bernstein gefällt mir.
Amber.
Die besten Sachen, was es gibt, sind Bernsteine. Dadurch mehr Fokuspunkte. Okay, das ist voll. Oh, da ist die Kohle. Ich hab's gesehen.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Na, schade. Hätte ja was Gutes sein können. Bestimmt muss ich mit den Dingern was machen. Da ist die Gabone. Da ist mit dem Schild.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern? And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
So, warte mal. Was da?
The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa.
Französischen Lateintext.
There's an extra line in the Latin translation. The night light was reflected in the shield and blinded the monster. So the hero with the sword seized the opportunity and cut off its head.
Ich hab's mir gedacht.
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Da ist das. Und das passt. Die Lampe. Mit dem Schild. Oh.
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace.
Aber so, das Rätsel ist nicht gerade schwer untersuchen. Nicht gerade das Schwerste. Statue drehen, Schild.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Ja. Du bist zu fett, du passt nicht durch.
The mechanism is worn here. Whenever the shield is not turned toward the sword, the machinery freezes up. The statue must have been in this position most of the time, betrayed by the marks of time. So that makes it easy. The shield must face the sword. If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Konstellation.
looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Okay. Glück gehabt.
Whoa.
Cool.
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
I've discovered a hidden message from my mother. She explains how to find the secret room. Something must have attracted her here, so I've come to check it out. And you? What brings you here?
My, you're curious.
Let me guess.
Go on then, impress me.
50-50.
You're spying on Mortimer, right?
Everyone is spying on Mortimer.
Shall I take that for a yes?
Take it as you please, but I wouldn't be surprised if all the guests were around here somewhere searching the manor. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah. In your dreams. At your service, madam.
Schöne Vase. Symbole.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Okay.
Rauscht aus einem Kapitel. Hier Kosmetik angenommen. Und ein Lebensmittel konsumiert. Wird nicht mehr angezeigt.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
Isn't
a golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
Ja, wer so rausgeht, selber schuld.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor.
Ja, das ist...
How did the English manage to get their hands on them?
When someone wants to attract the attention of the world's leading power, somehow the gifts just pour in.
You wouldn't